Howdy, everybody. It's your pal Misty. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. It is a holiday. Happy Labor Day, everyone. And for any of you who make it today, thanks for being here. And for those of you who are watching the replay, I hope you had a good holiday. If you're in the States and got to celebrate, I got to celebrate today by also being off of work. So it was great. Hey, Mary. Thanks for being here. Not sure how many people will actually show up to the live stream tonight, but I figured I would still give a recap of my week as well as bake today. So let's see. Since the last week, I think I got sick. And that's the truth. I am pretty sure that. So I think for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who've been following along, 3 weeks ago, I started going on site for work for a new program launch. So I spent 2 weeks doing that, and I just don't think I took the best care of my body. I had trouble eating enough food that first week. So I made arrangements the second week. I ate some shakes, got in more calories, and did better. And then there's just a lot of crud going around. I didn't have the big crud. I did check for that, but I was just kind of whooped. I spent the week with a really loud ringing in my ears all week to the point where it kind of felt like torture a little bit. I always have ringing in my ears. I have tinnitus in both ears, and it's normally just a slight ringing constantly in my ears, which I can sort of ignore or drown out with other sounds, but it was really loud to the point where I almost couldn't even hear the TV, and my ears were physically hurting. So I think I had some congestion or some sickness up in there, and I think it kind of messed with my ears a little bit, and then I just didn't feel the best. So we didn't have workout on Friday, which was good because I did not work most of Friday. I woke up, we didn't have a workout. I checked in on work and then slept for 2 hours, then worked for like 2 hours, probably got about 30 minutes worth of work done. And then took another nap for like 3 or 4 hours. And then was like, you know what? We're done for today. Well, I just can't for today. And so yesterday we went for a normal walk, and our minimum walk is normally like 2.5, 3 miles. And we were about 1.5 miles into it yesterday, and I was like, I am exhausted. I was back of the packer. I was way in the back because I wanted them to be able to lead, because normally I'm the Energizer Bunny and I go too fast. Man, I could barely keep up. I was so tired. I was whooped. That's all. So I've spent the last, really 4 days now. Luckily for me, it was a holiday weekend. Just resting, watching some TV, making sure I hydrate, and making sure I eat enough. So today, I meal prepped. I made a lot of fun stuff. Y'all want to see what I made? Some of y'all already know. If you're already in my Discord, you already know what we made. We made egg bites. Ham, egg, and cheese. I don't use cream cheese. We kind of talked about this too. A lot of people, I've talked about this with Amy as well. A lot of people really like the Starbucks egg bites. They're almost too creamy for me. Like, the consistency is just not my favorite. So if you like those, that's great. This is just ham, cheddar cheese, and egg. And not even good ham, like the really cheap, super processed, like square, like cooked, this stuff. It's not even really ham. It's just something that appropriates. It is really ham, but it's really good in an egg bite. So we made those, and then we made more sourdough in the last week. I actually made 2 loaves this weekend to give to my best friend's son. And then I made twisty bacon because I never twisted it before. I remember my mama and I doing it, and it felt like I didn't remember, actually. I was like, I've never had twisty bacon. But then as I was twisting the bacon, I remembered, Mama, the frustration of the twisting of the bacon that day for the Mardi Gras, I think is what it was for. But anyway, so I made some twisty bacon. It's really good. But if I eat a piece right now, I'll eat another piece right now, too. So we're not going to do that. And then I made more sausage balls with the Carb Quick instead of Bisquick mix. So we have a big old bag. It is sausage, cheese, and Bisquick mix. That may be, or Carb Quick, because I don't use Bisquick. So I was talking to my Discord about it, and then I realized I made all breakfast food. I must have been craving breakfast, guys. I don't know what to tell you, but I got sausage balls, twisty bacon, egg bites, and then I also made up 3 pounds of ground meats. I ended up doing, I forget what I said I was going to do, but I ended up doing 2 pounds of turkey and 1 pound of beef, and I made 1 of the pounds of turkey into taco meat. All right, let's check in and see who all is here. I have a little bit of a weird setup with my camera and my laptop not in the same place. Deanna's here. Hello, Deanna. Nice to talk to you again, my friend. Mama's here. Hello, Mama. We're cooking again. We're cooking in the kitchen with your pal Misty. In Misty's kitchen, too. Not her mama's kitchen. Can you believe it? Let's see. Rudy. Hello, Rudy. Yes, thank you for joining at 6:03 p.m. I appreciate you being here. Tasharia. Hey, Tasharia. How are you? I've got to hop in your live streams a few times because you do start before my boot camps do. So I've tried to hop in and say hi. I know you've seen me there because you gave me a shout out. You just so dadgum sweet. But hey, Ron. Happy Labor Day. Ooh, Ron's at 900. I'm not there yet, Ron. Maybe one day. I do still have the goal of hitting 1,000, even though the YouTube rules have kind of changed. Let's see. Everybody saying hi to everyone. Deanna says she loves breakfast food. I do love breakfast food. I mean, bacon, eggs, sausage, it is all my jam. I do enjoy it all. You're on a soft food diet. Oh, yeah, Deanna had some teeth work done. Well, I mean, technically, the twisty bacon's not soft, but the egg bites are soft. Sausage balls are soft. That is actually one kind of thing about a keto low-carb diet is you're always looking for the crunch. But that's not what we're here to make tonight. Tonight, we're going to make cookies, and I have a really good, I don't sound real confident, though, do I? I had to say it 4 times to work myself up into confidence. I have a really good feelings about these cookies for 2 reasons. One, the Keto twins stole the recipe from TikTok. If you don't know the Keto twins and you like keto foods or low-carb foods, I say go check them out. They're hysterical. I've been following them since they had like 2,000 to 3,000 followers, and now they're at like, I don't know, over 150,000 people. But they do low-carb keto recipes, but they use regular recipes to kind of inspire them. And they're like, how can I make this keto or low-carb? So they saw an orange dreamsicle cookie. And then my friend Mary, who has been on the live stream a few times, we had pool day at my best friend Amy's house this past Sunday, which I didn't mention, but it was super fun because we were kind of celebrating me graduating my certification and everything. But, well, not this Sunday, but the Sunday before, right? When we did that, she made these cookies just the way they made them, and it was good. So here's why I'm a little nervous about this recipe. First off, this is the cake mix that I have. I have Pillsbury. Everybody else is using Duncan Hines. It's still a 0 sugar. It's not super low carb. It's not a keto one, so maybe it will be a little bit better. Some of them are lower carb than this one, but this was the one that I had and could find. And then the other reason that, even though I've had the cookie and I know that it's not the it's got Jello. This is sort of the secret ingredient, a sugar-free Jello. Now, they made orange creamsicle. I couldn't find orange Jello. I found cherry Jello. Strawberry Jello. I really like strawberry Jello. I wanted cherry Jello, but I think strawberry and cherry are similar enough. It'll be a strawberry cookie. And then I'm called an audible. We talked about milk chocolate chips, but I'm gonna go with dark chocolate because I think dark chocolate strawberry. Because I thought I got cherry at first. I did not. Long story short, I got strawberry. I think dark chocolate. So it's basically cake mix, chocolate chips, Jello, egg, and butter. We'll see. Ron says that, starting school Wednesday for media film production. Good luck with that, Ron. Mary says they are easy, and I will do fine. I mean, you bake a lot, though, so it does sound easy because it basically felt like dump everything into a bowl, mix it all, put it on a tray. I mean, I can do that. So we're just going to get started. So thanks for being here on this Labor Day, holiday day. I was very glad that I got a 4-day weekend when I did because evidently I needed it. That walk wore me out yesterday. All right, so first they said to do the box of cake mix. Oh, dagger, but came out. All right. Oh, no. Oh, that reminds me, though. Hold on, everybody. We're baking. Mama, you didn't remind me. It's been such a long time since I've baked. My mom got me a present when she was here for my birthday. Don't go anywhere. It's just right here. It's real close by. We'll be back in 3, 2, 1. We have an apron. Yay! So that we don't get the rest of all of the ingredients on us like we just got this. Huzzah! All right. Apron. Check. Bowl with cake mix. Check. And it says add your Jello. I really did think I got cherry. I think they probably had both and I must have grabbed the wrong one. I do prefer cherry to strawberry, but I like strawberry. And for those of you who are new here, I hate Jello. Like, I don't like it at all. The texture is disgusting. It is so gross. Things shouldn't slide down your throat like that. It just shouldn't be a thing that happens to you. Oh, we need to also preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We forgot that. What? Am I forgetting anything else? Preheat oven. I wrote down instructions. Preheat, cake mix, Jello, whisk, eggs, and then butter. Got it. So far we have the cake mix and the Jello mix, and it says to whisk to combine. So that's what I'm going to do. It just doesn't feel like the eggs and the butter will be enough liquid, but I guess it is. And I did mostly melt some butter in the microwave before I started. I mean, I even set things, y'all, I could be a professional. I couldn't. Please don't ever make me be a professional. I take it back. I'm sorry I even put that in the universe. I need somebody else to be a professional for me, but I like to be here with y'all. All right, so that is mixed. It currently just looks now like a pink powder. So eggs, butter. Yeah, that's it. You know what? Let's do like a 10-seconder. Nope. You have to do cook, not timer. I've been setting my timer so many times today. Just making me look like I don't know how to use my microwave. I swear I do. I've just been using it all day for different things. And that wasn't it. So, 1 whole stick of butter, 2 eggs. My tip is to cover your butter so that you don't have a butter explosion. So we're just going to drizzle the butter in there. It is mostly melted from earlier. And then 2 eggs. I should have gotten the eggs out in advance. I apologize. I did not think about it. Don't congeal Jello. You'll be okay. Some people say it's best to cook with room temperature eggs. Is that true? Do y'all have any preferences on if it's room temperature egg or not? I'm just going to crack these in here. Oh. So that I don't accidentally crack shell, which I just got a huge piece of shell in there. Because that egg just cracked. That's fine, Misty. That way we can kind of break it up a little bit before we put it in there. I have to wash my hands after eggs. It's eggs. I feel like anything chicken related should be whisk up the egg a little bit. I feel like anything chicken related, you should wash your hands after. Is that true? I don't know, but I'm going to be safe about it. So, all right, butter and very gelatinous egg. Pour that in. Mix it together. It says this is all, Mary, is this really all you do? Is it literally just egg, butter, mix? So obviously this is not following the instructions on, you know what, I think I need a spatula for this, not a whisk. We have one of those. Let's use this one. So now what we're going to do is mix all of this goodness together and then bake it? Really? Is that it? This is like a dump cake recipe. Isn't that a thing? Why did I even say that out loud? Isn't a dump cake recipe a thing? I don't know what that is, though. Cake you dump all the ingredients in and then bake it? Because I feel like that's what we're doing here. And they let it sit for a couple of minutes after they mixed it all together to make sure that it was all well incorporated. How are our chats going? Let's check it all out. Did I use sugar-free Jello? Yes, I did. It was sugar-free Jello and a low-carb or zero sugar cake mix. You could also do a keto cake mix. Hey, Gina's here. Hey, Gina, thanks for being here. She had to get rid of some apples, so put lemon juice and poured some tahini on them. Oh, yeah, that tahini is really good. You use room temperature eggs. I should have planned on my eggs. I did not plan on my eggs. Oh, yeah, add my chocolate chips. I will do that as well. Oh, a dump cake literally just gets dumped, no mixing? That would be easier. Is that good? How could that be good, though? Keep mixing, Misty. Is it like a crumble? Isn't that like a blueberry? I don't know. Cobbler crumble. Use your muscles. I've already used my muscles today. I used them big time. My arms are tired still from this morning's workout. Oh. It is getting like a It's got a specific texture to it. Can y'all see that? Look. I think it's mixed well enough to put the chips into. Now, the recipe that they stole, they didn't steal it. They gave credit. So if you want to do this, maybe I will remember to put the the directions to the Keto Twins channel for this video. They have the video of who their original content creator was on TikTok. But they said use 11 ounces. The Keto Twins also did not use 11 ounces. And this bag is 7 ounces. I can't imagine this whole bag. I'm not doing that. We're not putting the whole bag in there. Because we're not. I'm not doing that. Just because I'm not. But we will see maybe like half the bag. Ooh, it feels like a lot. It's easily, maybe not easily half the bag, but the oven is ready whenever I am. And we're going to mix in these dark chocolate chips. So the original recipe they did was like an orange dreamsicle. They did orange sugar-free Jello. And then they also used Chalk Zero. I'm really excited the Keto Twins are starting to use Chalk Zero products because Chalk Zero products are the best. And if you're watching today, they're on sale. So I'm just saying, Chalk Zero has the best chocolates. They have the best syrups. They have some delicious spreads. You know what? I think they probably could actually use a few more chocolate chips. But I'm still not going to use the whole bag. In fact, Mom, don't look where it's going. It's going in the chocolate drawer. That's my snack drawer. Which actually currently didn't have chocolate in it. I've been really liking them lollipops, Mom. Them lollipops you got me. I made so much fun of them when you got them things for me for my birthday. I have to say, I enjoyed them as a treat. All right, so we have strawberry, sugar-free Jello, 1 box of cake mix. It was 1 whole stick of butter. I don't think I told y'all that. 1 whole stick of butter and 2 eggs. They let it sit for a minute. I'm going to let it sit for a minute while I get my pan ready. My silicone mats are still, I used them already. So I'm just going to use parchment paper on a tray. I said to scoop them out in 1.5 inch size balls. I don't know what that is, but I have this little ice cream scooper thing. We're going to use this to get an approximate ball shape. Oh no. And then I don't know how long to cook them. Oh no. Mary, how long did you cook it? I remember 350 degrees. Did I write it down? I did. 11 to 12 minutes. Never mind. I wrote it down, Mary. I wrote it down next to the temperature so I wouldn't forget. I forgot. Let's see. Oh, Cheryl's here. Hey, Cheryl. You used half the bag of chocolate? Yeah, I used a little bit more than that, I think. It is kind of a cool color, right? I'm about to have some red cookies. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah, that's my mama's snack drawer. It don't have much chocolate in it right now, though, Mama. You're going to have to get me a cookie scoop? How is a cookie scoop different than an ice cream scoop? Are they different sizes? Is an ice cream scoop a different size than is a cookie scoop one of them that has that windshield wiper thing in it? Y'all know what I'm talking about? I don't know what that could possibly be called. Do y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I thought that was ice cream that did that, though. That had the little thing on the side. Is that a cookie scoop? Mary, tell me what you mean by that. Now I'm going to be like, what is it? Yes, the little thing is the cookie scoop, the little windshield wiper on the inside. Excellent. I mean, I think we're almost ready to go. I'm just going to let that sit. You know what? How long has it been? It looks so crazy. I kind of want to eat it. And it dumps it for you. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm not going to get that luxury. This is probably going to be a hot mess. But I figure I'll probably roll it in my hands anyway. So it was going to be a hot mess to begin with. So we're just going to keep it a hot mess. But at least try to portion it out the same size hot mess. And then the plan's going to be that since they only take like 10 or 12 minutes to bake, I can cool some off, and then we'll do a new favorite epic disaster. Also, I know last week I was real excited, and I was like, and we're back, and we're gonna have videos. I was sick. I could not do videos, but I am feeling much better. I still have some congestion, but I got rested up. I got hydrated, so I think we're pretty much ready to go. The hot mess baker. Yeah. Well, I mean. I had to come clean so that I could dirty it up again. That's the only thing about cooking a lot and doing a lot of meal planning and meal prepping. I feel like I have just spent all day cleaning my kitchen mentally. That's kind of what it's felt like. Is that all I've done all day long is clean my kitchen. When in fact, I made sausage balls, egg bites, twisty bacon, 3 pounds of ground beef or meat. I had turkey and beef this week. All right, anyway, let's just start. I'm tired of waiting. I think that has sat long enough. It does not look like it's shiny. Can y'all see that glistening off of there? All right. Let's get to bacon. I'm going to ask questions because Mary's made these before. Do I flatten them out a little bit? Because with a lot of keto cookies, you kind of have to flatten them. Should I flatten them or do I just make them into balls? Do you know? Or what did you do? Because yours looked like cookies. The chances of these being the same size, slim to none. I have no idea. I don't even know how many cookies it's going to make. But it may make more than I can bake on this tray. We'll see. I think we're already getting smaller. I have to say, it smells really good. And I was excited when I saw their recipe because it looked soft and gooey on the inside. And I love a soft batch cookie. Soft batch cookies are my favorite. If you can get it like crispy on the outside and chewy in the middle, so good. Like a shortbread cookie is really good because it's soft. It can sometimes be a little crumbly. I like cookies that still have their consistency. Do you have a favorite kind of cookie? You can also tell me if you have just a favorite kind of cookie. I think my favorite kind of cookie is a snickerdoodle, which is a sugar cookie, I like a soft sugar cookie. Or back in the day, them ones you'd get at every possible store, Kroger, Walmart, wherever, and it had the icing on top. Them soft cookies, butter cookies, I think they were. So delicious. Mary said the Keto twins did not flatten them, but she did just a little bit. All right, then I'm going to go with you, Mary, and flatten just a little bit. Not going to hurt nothing to give them a little head start. I feel like this is a bunch of chocolate chips, though. That's fine. Do you have a favorite cookie? Did I ask you all that? I do think my favorite cookie is a snickerdoodle. Cinnamon sugar? Are you kidding me? So good. I like the cinnamon bread I've been making too. I've been making cinnamon sourdough bread. And it's pretty delicious, I have to say myself. This is the weirdest texture in my hands. It's like no dough I've ever really held before. It's a little bit strange, but that's fine. That one was smaller and that one was bigger, but it's all okay because these are evidently going to all be for me. Do these freeze well? I hope they freeze well. If not, it was a good experiment for a couple of cookies. Let's see. Cheryl said, oh, Mary said they don't really spread. Then maybe I should flatten them out some more. Because yours looked, you flatten them out a bit then, because yours were pretty thin. Cheryl says she was late. What flavor red Jello's being used for the cookies? Strawberry. Oh, Mama told you. Strawberry. I thought I had cherry, but I did not. Oh, yes, they freeze well. You made this recipe with the Jello, Mom? I knew you did a cake mix cookie. That's why we bought the cake mix. I don't know. Did you put Jello in it? Or just the cake mix cookie, freezes good? Because I know the cake mix cookie freezes good. My mom made some of those. Dang it. I'm running out of, I only have my little pan left. I didn't get everything clean. That's okay. We can put some on this little pan too. And it still has the silicone because I did not bake anything on this little pan today because I was meal prepping. And then I realized I meal prepped breakfast, basically. Yeah, no Jello in yours. I think the Jello will still be okay if you're going to reheat it from the freezer. But I do like things that freeze nice because it's just me and I like a treat. I don't eat them very often, which is why I have still a chocolate drawer full of chocolates. That like I bought last November. They're gonna expire in a few months, so I'm trying to use them. So if all of these cookies don't get eaten, that's okay because it was still a good use of the chocolate chips too. And I don't use the dark chocolate chips as often, or eat them, I should say, just straight eat them. Because I'll be fast. One of my favorite treats is to take some Zero chocolate chips, put it in a little bowl, and eat them one at a time while I'm watching a movie or a TV show. It's like popcorn, except for it's creamy and delicious. All right, these last ones are going to be kind of big. A little bit bigger than the other one. No, maybe they're the same size, actually. They're crazy red. That's kind of fun. And I mean, I'm assuming, like I said, they used the TikTok creator that they got the recipe from. Also just used a regular cake mix. Not a keto cake mix. But like I said, I know the Keto twins have done it and my friend Mary's done it and it turned out okay. Gina says she grew up in those archway. You're going to have to tell me what that is, Gina. Archway windmill cookies. And you like a good old oatmeal raisin. It's probably my least favorite cookie. You're one of my favorite people, though, still, Gina. But you have picked one of my least favorite cookies. I don't like an oatmeal cookie. And if you put raisins in my cookie, I'll eat it because you made it. But I wouldn't have put raisins in it. It's a texture thing. So I'm also I'm making a cookie with Jello. First of all, I'm not too worried about the texture because, like I said, I've had it. And it was basically like a soft batch cookie. But it still kind of breaks my brain open that I'm cooking with Jello. But that's okay. We'll get over ourselves. All right, so then it says into the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. Let's do it. Let's hop to it. Now, I do know that when they cooked it, they said they felt like it was underdone and cooked it longer. And then it was just kind of burnt, but they didn't mind. So they said 11 to 12 minutes. I'm going to start at 12, then we'll look at it, and then we'll kind of see what's going on. You know what? I'm going to grab a stool. Just because, again, I am trying to rest up my day a little bit here. Let's see. Mary says, your grandma always had windmill cookies. You thought it was a German thing. What is a windmill cookie? Cheryl said, think of it as flavored sugar. Yeah, I guess that is true, Cheryl. It's like a flavored sugar, but it's what gives it that texture. But it wasn't a Jello texture. It was definitely like a soft batch cookie texture. So I'm good with that. I can handle a soft batch cookie texture. Oh, Archway cookies are just a brand you can find there in Chicago. But what is a windmill cookie? Now I'm going to have to look up what a cookie shaped like a windmill. Like an actual windmill? Like an old school windmill? Oh no, I'm going to have to look it up. Please stand by, everybody. We're going to Google it. Windmill cookie. Oh, look, and the first one that came up was it is like a actual windmill, like a building. What kind of cookie is it? It says it's a Dutch. Is it like a sugar cookie or a butter cookie? What flavor is the windmill cookie? Cinnamon and sugar. Is that true? Is it cinnamon sugar? Is a windmill cookie cinnamon sugar? I like cinnamon and sugar cookies. It's kind of a spice cookie. Oh, so it's is it like a fall cookie, like cinnamon spice, nutmeg, whatever else goes with those spices, like a pumpkin spice latte cookie without the pumpkin? It was legit shaped like a windmill, though. I don't think I have ever seen. Do they sell those here? I wonder if they sell those here. I'm not going to try one, but I am still curious if they sell it. Yeah, Gina's like, yes. Gina, I have never, you taught me something new, and I learn loving something new every day. Now I know there are cookies that are legitimately shaped like a windmill. It kind of looked like, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, because I guess windmills could look like a whole bunch of different things. It looked sort of like, if you would imagine like a lighthouse, like a classic lighthouse kind of shape with a fan on the front. That's what it looked like to me. So Aldi has them. Good old Aldi. They're German though, huh? Maybe that's why they have them. Maybe they are a German kind of thing. But it was funny. The very first one that pulled up was Archway, which is the brand that Gina had mentioned. Never heard of Archway. Never heard of a windmill cookie. Nobody else has favorites? Or did I miss them all? I think Gina was the only one that gave me your favorite. Yeah. Now we wait for cookies. Y'all have any questions, thoughts? I'm just not 100%. We'll go ahead and talk about it, right? Y'all are here on the live stream. I talk about stuff just because it's my life and I talk about it. It seems to always be at the end of the month. I was talking to Mary and I went back through some of our chats that we had because I knew that I had discussed it with her more than once about not feeling good. And it's been like almost every month for the last 4 or 5 months, at the end of the month or the beginning of the month, depending on the way you look at it. But it normally starts towards the end. I don't feel my best. I'm beginning to think it's my cycle. But I had a hysterectomy 5 years ago. So more than 5 years ago. Anyway, so I don't know if that's what it is. But it always seems to happen. I put on weight. I get really bloated. I don't feel my best. But then I think twice I had a flare. And this may be the second time that I honestly just legit was kind of sick too. So I don't know. Carol. Hey, Carol. Thanks for being here. Cheryl used to love old-fashioned sugar cookies. Crispy outside, soft inside. Yep, that's what I like. I like a crispy, soft batch. So I want it to be a little bit crispy on the outside, on the edges, like get a good little crunch on the bottom. Sometimes it's good because it almost, in the right kind of cookie, it almost like caramelizes on the bottom. It's real good. Hey, Richard, thanks for joining. Richard, I'm going to do big workouts like you do one day. He does some big workouts. I didn't realize there were so many counts to a burpee, or so many ways you could do different counts to a burpee. He's like, I'm going to do an 8-count burpee. We're going to do a 6-count burpee. We're going to do a military burpee. I don't know. I can do them now. I'm real excited. In fact, the other day I did 7 of them in like 20 seconds. I was flying. I was very impressed with myself. Did I say 20 seconds? Not 20 seconds. 45 seconds. I had Tabata on my brain. But I did 7 burpees in 45 seconds. I was like, crushed it. I don't know how many of a count it was. It was just a down, kick my legs out, push up, bring my legs back, come back up. Yeah, it does make it more difficult. And I kind of like it too, because it also makes it more mentally engaging, because you're having to think of each. I just looked at myself. I'm not even wearing a hat. Thanks for being here, guys. It's a rest day. It's fine. Not that we ever get all done up for y'all, but I normally at least have something done with my hair. Anyway, I think it's kind of a good thing, because like if you're actually thinking of how many steps of each one you're doing, then as you're doing that, you're mentally engaged in the exercise. And I think any time I can get myself mentally engaged, don't talk myself into burpees. Shut up, Misty. Stop talking about it. Thanks, Richard. He says I do awesome. I do what I can, and then I talk so much. I talk myself into doing crazy random stuff. So welcome to my life. I like it here, and I appreciate that y'all are here to hang out with me today to make these cookies. Barnum, you want a cookie? I think Barnum definitely wants a cookie. He's right there. Where's Rue? Rue's asleep. She's asleep on the couch. She had her attachment trigger. Do any of your dogs get like where they can't not be right beside you? I call it her attachment trigger, and I don't know what happens. I think it was Mary said maybe it was because I was sick, but she had that turned on way before I got sick. Or the day that she had it turned on. She's either right up underneath me, or she doesn't really care what we're doing. Jamie says, if I still have my ovaries, I could be experiencing some cycle system changes. Yeah, I do have one. I kept one. I kept the better of the 2. One of them she had to get rid of completely because of the type of cysts that it had on it. Did you know? It's probably too much while we're baking cookies. Whatever, you're here already and you're not eating my cookies. But did you know that you can have cysts that grow like hair, nails, and all the pieces of a body without growing a body? Anyway, I had a couple of those. Evidently, they're pretty dangerous. I was growing little bit of tiny hairy teeth in my ovaries. So they drained as many and removed as many of the other one as they could, but that definitely could be it. I'm due for my women's exam, and Mary said this the other day. It's like, since I got my hysterectomy, nobody reminds me to come in and do it, but I need my mammogram and all that stuff. Carol says she has 3 different sizes. Yeah, she might have known that I was sick before I did, but I don't know. It's just like this weird thing. It's like something will happen, and then she'll be right up underneath my feet constantly. Normally, if I get up and I go into another room, if I'm gone for more than about 10 or 15 seconds, Barnum will normally come check on me. But I couldn't even get off the couch without her being right up underneath my feet. I almost tripped over her like a dozen times. I've kicked the poor thing in the head. I've stomped on her feet, not on purpose. I mean, part of the reason, for those of you who don't know, part of the reason that I took Ruby is because my aunt, she's in her 70s, and Ruby was a trip hazard, and she loved her. She still loves her. The whole family loves her. She's been a family dog. She's been around a little bit to different family members and just had poor, unfortunate circumstances. And then, y'all know, I thought I wasn't going to be able to keep her because she came into the house and 2 days later went into heat and almost ripped Barnum to shreds, almost bit my face off a couple of times. God loves her, and so do I. She's not having cycles anymore. We know that for sure. Anyway, maybe she didn't know I was sick before. Cheryl says she's sure the cookies will be fabulous. Have a great evening. Take care of Rick for us. Prayers for Rick. Rick is Cheryl's husband. He's not been feeling the best. So pray that he feels better. I pray that everybody out there who's been sick, evidently there's a bunch of junk going around. And then I realized it's probably because the weather has changed this much. It's like it dipped down in the 70s, and then all of Texas went, oh, it's fall. All the leaves are falling off. Like no, it's not. It's not fall, y'all. It's not. Autumn has not begun. How much longer do we have? Oh, we got like another minute. It is not fall, y'all. It is not time. And yet the whole area, it's so sad here in Texas, at least where I am. We're not getting any rain. Mary got spit at today, she said, and people were putting pictures on Facebook because it was just like a sprinkle. I did not get that sprinkle, but it was decently cool outside. I don't even think it got close to 100 today. I think it was like low to mid 90s all day. What is it right now? It's only 95 degrees right now. That's super cool here. When you think 95 degrees is cool, it means it's hot all the time. But it's also been possible rain. So like all the humidity's been picked up. I never really understood that till I moved to a real humid climate, but you can literally feel the moisture being drawn out of the air before a rainstorm. It's crazy. It's cool. It's crazy though. Like you can feel it. The barometric pressure changes. Anyway, a lot going on. My body likes to get sick at this time of the year. So I'm going to make sure that I take care of myself. I'm going to make sure I hydrate. I'm going to make sure that I am using the restroom frequently, eating enough foods and fiber to make sure I do that, because if not, I get all out of whack and then I get sick and then I don't feel good, and I've gained weight, which y'all know I don't care about that, but I'm back up to like 180. I know once it starts to drop, it'll drop. I was at 184. I've already dropped 4 pounds in like the last 3 days. It's just water weight, guys. It's like when my body gets sick, it's in recovery mode, and so it holds on to everything. All right, let's look at that smells delicious. I'm going to let them sit another few minutes though. Let's do 2 more minutes. You know what? Let's risk it. Let's do 3 more minutes. I find that pretty much every baking instruction that I have been given so far, I have to cook it longer. Is that also because of the weather and the humidity and the temp? I think living in such a humid climate changes everything in baking, which makes it tricky for me because I don't know what I'm doing. So I need to follow somebody who lives in Houston and how they bake and what temperatures they use. Anyway, I'm going to let it sit for a few extra minutes. Let's see. What do we got here? You got rain for 4 whole minutes, Mary? That's great. I mean, the cracks in the ground are huge. Like you could twist your ankle and the cracks in the ground. The grass is so dry. There's burn bans everywhere. Gina says she has 3 more cousins looking to move to Texas. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. I love it here. What part of Texas, though? See, that's the thing. Texas is all of the climates and all of the, like, you can live in the desert or you can live in the jungle. Like, it's not a jungle. There's just a bunch of trees here. I always laugh like I'm living in a jungle because there's so many trees and animals here. They'll brown much too quickly. Yeah, it could be different oven temperatures, she said. If they brown too quickly, then we'll have dark red cookies. I could turn on the oven light to look at it, I guess. Because it feels like it's hard to tell. They're not brown yet. They're not close to brown. It's kind of hard to tell because I don't know what the texture is. I'm just looking at what they look like. I'm going to let them go for the other minute. So we'll say 15 minutes total at 350 degrees. We'll set them out. I'll probably put the little tray in the freezer for a few minutes so I can cool them off. And then try them for y'all. Hey, Cedar Hill. I love Cedar Hill. Cedar Hill is right by where I grew up. And Austin is where I went to school. Hook'em Horns. I approve of either of those places. They're actually both really beautiful areas. Cedar Hills, of course, closer to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's a little city, but it's got a nice feel to it. It's grown up a lot over the years, actually. It used to not be nearly as nice as it is now. You have a cousin in San Antonio? I've been to San Antonio a few times. It's sort of right there in the middle of, it's near the Austin. It's about 45 minutes, depending on where you're going in San Antonio. 45 minutes to an hour from Austin to San Antonio, out there in the hill country. It's real pretty out there. Lots of trees. Okay. Let's take out the cookies. Let's see. I probably need 2 hot plates, or 2. Cookies. We'll get a better look at them in a minute. And turn that oven off because it has been hot today. Oh, whoops. I mean, it looks like a cookie. It smells real divine. It smells good. And the chocolate chips are like just starting to melt and get gooey. Do I have room for this in here? Yeah, let's do this. Oh. I also have sourdough in the freezer because I don't eat it all. I don't eat most of it, actually. I give most of it away. That's the truth. All right, let's put these cookies in the freezer. You stay there. We'll let them sit for about 5 minutes. We'll pull them out. We'll taste them, and then we'll be done for the day. I appreciate y'all being here, especially on a holiday. I never know who's going to join. I never know who's going to join on any given day. Who am I lying to? But I appreciate all of you who come. I really, really do. I like these live streams. They are fun for me. They give me something forward to look to. Something to look forward to. I had all the words. Giving me something to look forward to in the evenings, especially on days where I don't work. And then on Mondays, I like it because it gives me something to look forward to on a Monday, which can be the roughest day of the week. So a little bit of a shortened week last week on accident. Short week this week because of the holiday. I'll have a short week next week as well. I'll talk more about that at some point. But yeah, things are going really well. My body is in recovery mode, so it's holding on to a bunch of weight right now. I'm doing the best that I can with the workouts. I got through the whole hour workout today. Saturday's workout, we did a Tabata strength because Cheryl wanted strength, I think, and Mary wanted Tabata, or maybe that was flipped. Anyway, when we were done, I was like, did we do cardio? Coach was like, no, Misty, we did not. We did not do cardio. I was like, okay, because I am huffing and puffing and breathing. Like I had done some heavy cardio. Today we did cardio strength, so there was actually a little bit of cardio, but mostly not. I feel like the cardio, Mary joined. I'm so proud of you, Mary, for joining. She joined for her very first boot camp workout, like one of the Monday through Friday ones. They're big. She may not be able to move tomorrow, but you'll be okay, Mary, I promise. I feel like the only cardio we did, though, was jump rope intervals, and I think we only did that like 5 or 6 times. But, I mean, that's a good cardio. Just, I think it was much more strength than it was a cardio today. Oh, you're in Austin? I didn't realize you were in Austin. You lived in Grand Prairie? Yeah, I know Grand Prairie very well. Oh, you went to UTA. My cousins went to UTA. I have 2 cousins that graduated from UT Arlington. It's one of the subsets of the University of Texas. That's cool. Yeah, I grew up in Lancaster. That's where I graduated high school from. For anybody who knows the area or knows that, yeah, I wasn't born there, but I was born in that same area. I was born in Garland and then grew up in Lancaster forever. Gina says her desserts are always the worst, so you like seeing keto versions. The keto versions, I have to say, a lot of them are really good. Now, The thing with keto, right, or low carb is people get real upset about ingredients. And I get it. Some of the ingredients are not great for people. And it's not something that I think you should have all of the time. That's why I'm like, I hope these cookies freeze, because I just made, how many cookies? 18 cookies. Oh my God, if I ate even 2 cookies a day, that'd take me over a week to eat them. I hope they freeze good. I hope they taste good, actually, but we'll see. Advil before bed, 100%. And lots of water. Don't forget, lots of water to give your muscles time to rebuild. Uh-oh. Carol said almond from what you remember. Uh-oh, Carol, what did I ask? Almond what? Guys, I'll be talking and asking y'all questions, and then y'all answer them, and I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, it's your fault. It's not your fault. I know that I ask questions. And then forget. I think Amy often feels like I'm blaming stuff on her. I'm like, what? Why do you? No, I'm confused. Can you not tell that I'm confused? But it comes across as like me blaming you. Like, I think you're ridiculous. It's not that. It's that I'm just legit confused. 99% of the time, it's me. All right, let's see. June says that her niece was newly diagnosed type 2. Boyfriend spent the weekend at Universal Studios in Orlando. He got sick, wondering if keto desserts will help his sweet tooth. I think it would definitely help a sweet tooth. And I know that they have protocols and everything for type 2 diabetics, but in my opinion, the thing that causes an issue for a type 2 diabetic, it is fully reversible food and exercise. So I think low-carb keto foods that don't spike your insulin or your glucose and deal with your insulin and your insulin resistance, because that's where the diabetes comes from, I think it would be good. Oh, the windmill cookies is an almond cookie. Can you make it keto? I mean, you'd have to have some type of cookie cutter for that, I'm sure. But all right, let's see. Do we think they're cool enough? Don't fall out of the freezer. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm going to take the smaller one. Can y'all see? So let's open it up. Oh, focus. I mean, it just looks like a soft. It smells like strawberry and chocolate. I'm more excited for this than I would be. I ate one of Mary's and didn't even think to ask to take any to go. And it was good. I'm really excited about these right now. I mean, it looks just like a soft batch. Theirs look kind of gelatinous in the middle, like Jello a little bit. This does not at all. It is like a solid. Why is it so hard? Because there's 12,000 things in my background. Come on, focus on this cookie. There you go, a little bit. Anyway, we're going to taste it. Strawberry, dark chocolate, Jello. Wait, strawberry, sugar-free Jello, dark chocolate, chocolate zero chocolate chips, 1 stick of butter, 2 eggs, and a Pillsbury cake mix. Smells really good. New favorite epic disaster in 3, 2, 1, taste it. That's delicious. That is delicious. That gets a 5. Instant 5. That is so good. Oh no. Ooh. And when the dark chocolate, it's like a chocolate covered strawberry in soft, melty, buttery goodness. Oh, I'm just saying. You don't have to make this keto. You can even use just a regular cake mix if you want. Cake mix, butter, egg, regular Jello. I use the low carb options because it makes me feel better. Check the ingredients. let me go back real fast to what I was saying earlier, Gina. Sorry, Gina also said, you giggle when I take them out of the freezer. Flash cooling sounds good to me. Gina, I don't like to eat hot food. I don't. My mom tells people, I promise, I made them warm food fresh off the oven, off the stove, and put it on their plates. And then we would sit there and not eat it until it cooled off. My brother and I both don't like hot foods. So if I take something out of the oven and I need to taste it, it's going in the freezer. You're right. It may be funny, but I have to have another bite of this. Guys, this might be one of my favorite things I've had. I mean, your orange one was good, Mary, but this is better. Just imagine all the flavor combinations you could do. Now, I don't know how many flavors of sugar-free Jello they have. Orange, strawberry. And then this is the dark chocolate chip, but I also have milk chocolate chips. Oh, I bet you could even do like a chocolate. Do they make a chocolate Jello? Probably not a chocolate Jello. That'd be pudding. Dang. Huh. I bet you could even use unflavored Jello. I don't know why. But you could. So I bet you could add any kind of flavoring to it. That's what I was thinking. I know a lot of people add extract to things. So you could probably even use just like a generic unflavored gelatin. Add whatever flavor you want. Get you like chocolate with peanut butter chocolate. They're not peanut butter chocolate chips. They're just peanut butter chips. 5, new favorite. Those are delicious. They are sweet. I'm done. I don't want any more. That was so good. That was well worth the wait. It was well worth the preparation. Oh, and preheated in the air fryer. These are going to be bomb. Highly recommend. Again, you don't have to make it low carb. So easy for those of you. I know a lot of my followers have kids. I love kids. I've never wanted to have one of my own making. I love them and think they're amazing. This would be super fun and easy for a kid to do too, because literally it's just dump everything in the bowl, mix it together. Maybe have them be careful with the eggs. I'm weird about eggs. I know it's fine. I eat a lot of egg too. I like to eat them, but they need to be cooked. Oh no, did I have a mouthful of cookie? It was very exciting. I had to let y'all know it was a 5 right away, Gina. It was very good. You wonder if the cake mix makes a difference. Maybe, because, I wonder what I already threw it away. I wonder what the sweetener was in that, because I know you mentioned that yours had that cooling effect. I think this has that a little bit too, so there must be some type of erythritol in it. But yeah, I bet the different cake mixes would give it different too. Or you could get a chocolate cake mix, of course. You could get unflavored gelatin chocolate cake mix and then put peanut butter. Oh, butterscotch morsels. I don't know where to get those sugar-free. Does Lily's have a sugar-free butterscotch? Right now, I know that Choc Zero does not. They have dark chocolate, white chocolate, milk chocolate, strawberry, mint, and then peanut butter. I know that because I have a bag of each of those right now in my chocolate drawer, in my storage chocolate drawer. But that would be good. Yeah, they did give me gas. I wasn't going to remind everybody of that part, Mom, because I'm here by myself, and the dogs kind of dig it. They like when I get gas. They think it smells delicious because they're disgusting. Anyway, I have dirtied the kitchen once again for the 5th time today, but I do appreciate you being here with me. If you are a soft cookie fan, I mean, the possibilities feel endless right now. I feel like I want to do a chocolate peanut butter one because it has to be good. Just use a chocolate cake mix. Anyway, so good. New favorite. Thanks for being here. I hope you all have a great, wonderful week. I do plan on hopefully getting some time to shoot some videos this week to put out some content, and you should be seeing some content in the next coming weeks. I could use my strawberry chips in my strawberry cookie. That felt a little bit like overkill. I did consider it, though, for just a minute once I figured out it was strawberry and not chocolate. Yeah, make some for Mike. Mike would like those. If he liked them other ones, the Jello definitely just makes it soft and moist. I could see if you undercook it where it may be almost gooey. I will eat a gooey. I'm not gonna lie. I will eat a gooey chip. I mean a gooey cookie, but I like them more cooked. Anyway, we're running way too late tonight. Thank you for staying extra. Again, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Like this video if you like it. Dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe if you know how. And comment down below. What's your favorite cookie? Do you have a favorite cookie? If not, do you have a favorite dessert that maybe we could look into a keto low carb option for? Because it is kind of fun to do, to see how you can make the foods you want into foods that also make you feel good. Or make you feel better than the others anyway. So, until next time, I'll see you real soon. Good night, everybody.